Flat Earth Crush YouTube channel put out a video with something that's really interesting to me, where they came out with a new working, so-called working flat Earth model. And basically, what it is, they take an AE sort of projection and they put Egypt more or less right in the center, as opposed to either one of the poles, which is something that I thought was an interesting way to look at the flat Earth model several times, because we know that Egypt, Cairo, is the geographical center of all land masses on the world and such. And basically, in this new model he's proposing, he's got two poles, like you see there on the right, northern and southern poles, and you've got the sun essentially making making opposite rings around either pole depending on the season. Summer north, summer winter, winter north. Ugh. And I just thought it was really interesting, because this purports that there may actually be a continental landmass of Antarctica. Although I do see some problems with this idea, and I always have when I was looking at that sort of thing a while back, mainly because just the absence of flights and shipping routes in the southern hemisphere altogether. But it is an interesting way to look at this, and let's just say this flight is 100% legit, which I have my reservations on that. In this sort of model, that'd be 100% doable. So the existence of an Antarctic continental landmass, to me, doesn't do anything against the flat Earth theory, as it were. It just goes to show that we really don't have a firm understanding as to what's going on in the heavens and what the actual system of the sun and the stars entails.
Yeah. Well, and also I will say, about this, when this first came out, I mean, I looked at it and it's like, wow, that's kind of interesting, because it does seem to solve some of the anomalies. And of course, then, we all took a look at it in FE Core as well. And, we've kind of covered up some other issues that go along with this map. And I'm not really prepared to elaborate on it just yet, but I do know that several people in FE Core were looking at it, and they like the original concept, but like most maps, there are some other issues. Now, whether or not they can be resolved through explanations of certain optical properties or whatnot, like we're attempting to do with the AE map, remains to be seen yet. But we have also identified a few problems with it, and I'm sure that we will definitely be elaborating on that when we are ready to do so. But I don't want to go off half-cocked and just start, talking crap about it when I don't have all the facts.
Yeah, sure. No, I was just throwing that out there because I had watched that video a couple days ago, and I like the concept as well. But you're right. I mean, it does introduce some other problems. But if something like that's the case, I guess my main point is that, again, the existence of an Antarctic singular landmass, as opposed to like an Antarctic circumference ice wall, is totally doable on a flat Earth. And them flying across it wouldn't change my opinions at all. But yeah.
Yep. All right.